Right guys, you're gonna have to bear with me. I didn't put a card in this one, so we've only got video from this one, and as soon as I press the start button, the handlebars shake like no one's business. So this audio is, this video is going to be total junk. See what I mean? Pretty sure that's unusable. Let's go. So, just a quick update really. Sorry it's been so long since I did my last vlog, but the weather has been awful. Oh my god, the pothole is atrocious. Anyway, at least you guys get to see my new helmet, which is why I mounted that one there in the first place. I'll just get a quick shot of that, you know, not the whole vlog. So yeah, a couple of things I wanted to talk about today, nothing major, just chit chat really. I had an email a couple of weeks ago to say that my new bike is scheduled for build at the beginning of April, which is awesome. And so I'll be picking that up a little bit earlier than I was expecting, which is great. So I'll get you some vlogs on that as soon as I've got it. The only clue I'm going to give you, other than the pictures that were posted on my personal page, not my SOC page. So I mean, if you're good at like stalker work, then you'll probably be able to find my page and find the picture of the bike that I'm going to be getting. But if not, the only clue I'm giving is that the company that I'm buying the bike from is actually bringing out another new bike at the London Motorcycle Show. If you're not very good at stalking, or you just prefer a bit of a challenge, you might be able to work out what that is. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the recent launch of the Falcon Heavy rocket. And if you haven't seen it, it's just the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, so basically this is SpaceX's rocket, which is the Elon Musk like space company, rocket company, whatever, I don't know what you want to call it. SpaceX, Google it. And he recently launched his rocket that he is developing to eventually take things and people to outside of Earth orbit, basically. So, you know, the moon and Mars and stuff. And basically what it consists of is 3 massive rockets, and they all have 9 Merlin engines, so like 27 in total. And basically his goal is that all 3 of those main rocket stages are completely reusable. So rather than like most rockets take off, take something into orbit, and they just burn up on re-entry and you can't use any of it ever again. Musk's little idea is that all 3 of those main rockets are completely reusable. So what that basically means is he has to bring them all back down from really high up without them burning up in the atmosphere, and then land them like some kind of Thunderbirds, you know. It just looks fake, basically. It looks like they've reversed a takeoff sequence. It's crazy. So basically the 2 stages or that the two main rockets that are attached to the side of the central one break off before the main central one, and those ones are close enough to the launch site that they actually return themselves to like landing pads. Sorry, little bumpy interlude here. They return themselves to basically the launch site, two landing pads on the launch site, about a minute before it lands or something like that, maybe a bit more. They do like a re-entry burn to slow it down from like well over the speed of sound to just over the speed of sound. And then these things just carry on falling basically, but guided, like I say, by these little thrusters to back to the landing pad. And then like seconds before they hit, you know, if you watch the video, they're coming in so fast, and then they relight the rockets, like relight the engines, and slow it right down and land them back on landing pads. It's crazy. It literally looks like Thunderbird 1. And so this first launch that they did the other day was half and half successful. The two side boosters came back to the launch pad, or came back to their landing pads at the launch site, and landed in perfect synchronization. It's crazy when you watch it. Honestly, it just looks unreal, absolutely unreal. I'll try and find some footage and put it up on the vlog, so you don't have to look at my face vibrating around the whole time. And then the main central stage, basically because that goes further away from the launch site, is uneconomical to have enough fuel to send it back to the launch site. So what they do is they send what they call a drone ship out in the ocean, and the rocket basically goes and directs itself to the this floating drone ship. Unfortunately, the central stage, the rockets that would or that are supposed to fire to slow it back down and land it, 2 out of 3 of them or something like that didn't fire properly. So what actually happened is it hit the water about 300 meters away from the ship at about 300 miles an hour, so made a bit of a mess. Yeah, made a bit of a mess of that. So the other ridiculous thing that Musk decides he's going to do on this launch, he's going to strap his personal Tesla Roadster to the top of it, and basically record it orbiting the Earth. What a great idea. He had like 3 cameras attached to it. One like from, oh, and by the way, not only did they have the car in there, they had this little they had a spacesuit in the driver's seat, and the driver had his arm like up on the window ledge, like on the door, and like one hand on the steering wheel. The sat nav had a little sign on it that said "Don't panic," and yeah, so they had like 3 cameras, one from behind, one from in front, and one from the side, and yeah, had like a load of footage of the Earth in the background, and oh, just amazing, just amazing. And then they fired up the rockets and sent it to Mars and the asteroid belt outside of Mars, built up between Mars and Jupiter's orbit. Now, I don't think they were intending to send it that far. I'm not sure if it was an error and it was another minor failure of the mission, or if they actually just decided to send it as far as they could. I haven't seen any reports on, you know, why it's gone a little bit further than they were expecting it to. So I don't know. Google it, find out, put it in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Anyway, so glad that the weather is finally playing ball again, and I get to bring you a little vlog, even though I screwed up. Jesus Christ. This is where I wish I had my forward-facing camera, because someone just almost got run over on a crossing by the car in front of me. To be fair, the sun is right in their face and they might not have seen the person, but if I can see the person, then they should be able to see the person. Anyway guys, I'm going to sign off from glorious sunny Southend-on-Sea, and see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.